practice is going to be a strengthening and endurance practice. So we are going to be predominantly building strength and endurance, literally what it says on the tin. We're going to predominantly be moving through standing postures. In particular, we're going to touch upon all three of your warrior poses. So your warrior 1, your warrior 2 and your warrior 3. So very leg heavy for sure. If there are any injuries or anything that you're working with, please make sure you honour those, that you're safe to practice and make any modifications to adjust according to any injuries or ailments that you might have at home. Prop wise, mainly just you and your mat. It could be useful to have a brick. If you don't have a brick, you could use a big chunky book, or you can go and grab a tin of beans from the cupboard, as that works just as well as one of these foam ones do. So we're going to start at the front of your mat in your Tadasana. So we're going to take a nice hip width distance apart with the feet. Just let yourself spread the toes, wiggle them, and then just ground each toe individually. Maybe roll the shoulders up, back and down a couple of times, just kind of wriggling, easing your way into this first pose. We're going to then bring one hand to the chest, one hand is going to come onto the belly. We're going to drop the eyes, take the gaze down, and we're going to inhale nice and deeply through the nose. And we're going to make sure that as we inhale, that belly is rising, expanding outwards. As you exhale, that navel is going to draw in towards the spine. So we're going to just establish our breath connection first and foremost. Especially when we're working in a flow that is heavy on that strength and endurance, we really do need that breath connection to keep that mind's focus and attention. So inhaling in through your nose, lifting up nice and tall through the crown of your head. As you exhale, release that breath away through the nose, feeling a sense of grounding coming into your feet here. Inhaling through the nose. And exhaling all the way back out through your nose again. Just gradually deepening both your inhalation and your exhalation. So both parts of the breath become equal to one another. There's an expansion as you breathe in, a contraction as you breathe out. Inhale, belly relaxes, chest opens. As you exhale, navel to spine, and really getting rid of all of that stale air sitting in the bottom of the lungs. Inhale, open up. Exhale, relaxing the body. And we're going to stay 5 more breaths. You can stay longer if you have the time. 1. 2. 3. 'Shoulders really relaxed. Try and loosen some tension from the face and the jaw. Last 2. Now you're going to try and stay aware, consistent in that breath throughout. I'll give you little reminders just in case we forget. So let the hands drop from the body now. On an inhalation, bringing those shoulders up towards the ears, rolling them back, chest is nice and open, heart shining forwards. Inhale, shoulders draw up again, pull them back and down, heart space lifted. Once more, inhale, drawing up, shoulders relaxing back and down. Then we're going to inhale, reach the arms nice and tall. Take a big stretch. Feel free to add any little wiggles, a yawn, a sigh, add what you need to. And on your exhale, we're going to hinge from these hips and we're going to come into a ragdoll fold. So we're going to soften the knees. We're going to grab a hold of opposite elbows with opposite hands. The head is going to hang back is going to start to open up, as well as the backs of the legs. Some people like to be still here. Some like to have a little bit of a dangle, a sway, a rock. Just be intuitive. If you want to be still, be still. If you could benefit from a little bit of a flow, a little bit of shift in the weight across the feet, then add what you need. Inhaling all the way in. Can we relax a little bit more into the pose as we exhale? And just another breath here. Get rid of all of that breath, emptying the lungs entirely, then pressing into the feet. Inhale, rising all the way up, back to that standing stretch. On the exhale, take it back to your forward fold, bringing the hands to the mat now. We're going to step. If you're feeling adventurous, take it straight into a jump back, into that first plank pose. So we're going to press the mat away, navel's drawing into the spine. If you feel like you've got what looks like a hammock plank, then pop to your knees and press out that hammock, creating that dome, that rounding in the shoulders rather than that dipping in. Then we can take that first chaturanga. There are a few. So slowly lowering down. On your inhale, coming into your little cobra. Chest pressing forward, shoulders relaxing down away from the ears. Pressing into the feet, glutes are working. Stay in for 3 breaths. 1. Feel the chest open, shoulders relax. 2. And your last breath, we're going to exhale it all away. Stay active in the legs, tuck the toes, and then we're going to lift the hips into your first downward facing dog. So go ahead, have a little bit of a pedal out in your dog. Maybe roll the spine, maybe wriggle, maybe just let the hips sway from side to side. No right or wrong, just move in a way that feels good for you. So I know I said there's a few chaturangas. Everything is always optional, so please listen to your body. If your shoulders are screaming no more, then listen to them, because that's actually practicing yoga when we honour and listen to what the body is asking of us. Not, oh my God, I'm dying, well, we're going to power through anyway. It's not going to be that bad anyway. So from here, we're going to stretch those shoulders out. Take a nice big breath in, bigger nose, fill up the lungs, feel everything expanding. And staying on the exhale, pressing the mat away from you. Then we're going to inhale, take this right leg up, sweeping the leg nice and long. We're going to keep the right hip facing the mat, so we're not turning it out to the side, it's staying at an internal rotation. Come forwards to your plank, keeping that leg floating, navel to spine. And inhale as we take that leg back, 3-legged dog. If this is too much, bring the right foot down. Slowly to that 1-legged plank. Shoulders on and lifting into that 3-legged dog. On the exhale, we're stepping this straight to the front. We're heading straight into that warrior 1. So the left heel is going to turn into ground. We're going to inhale, rising all the way up into our very first warrior 1. You have a few layers of this pose. So we're going to refine some of it, and then you know what to do moving through the layers. So we're going to have that front foot facing forward. Back foot is turned in ever so slightly. I always give my clients an option to lift the heel and go for a high lunge if that's better for their anatomy. We're going to lengthen through the side of the body. We're going to extend the arms, either gazing directly ahead, or you might want to press the palms together and gaze towards your thumbs instead. Now a lot of the time the ribs are going to flare here, so we're going to lengthen the tailbone. You'll feel the glutes fire up and you'll feel a nicer stretch in the front of that left hip flexor. From our warrior 1, as we exhale, we're going to drop the chest towards your right thigh, sweeping those arms up and behind us. Inhale, lifting into your warrior 1. As you exhale, left arm behind you, right in front of you, coming into your warrior 2. So that left foot can turn out a little more now, so it's more in line with the short edge of your mat. Maybe coming a little bit deeper into that warrior. Lifting tall through the crown of the head. Chest open, arms expanding. Taking a breath. As we exhale, maybe we drop a little bit deeper. We never force anything though. Inhale. On the exhale, we're going to take your extended side angle. So your right forearm to your right thigh. Your left arm is going to reach over past that left ear till we've got that lovely side stretch through the left side body. Keep extending, lifting the gaze up towards your thumb, and we're going to circle that left hand down to the mat. Our left heel is going to unplug. Our right side is going to twist, twisting right from the belly, pressing up with the back of your left thigh. As you exhale, right hand down to the mat. Step it back to your plank. Chaturanga. Come in for your upward facing dog now. So a little bit deeper into the lower back in comparison to those cobras that are lovely and juicy for your thoracic spine. Tuck the toes, hips nice and high, back into that downward dog. Halfway through our first layer. When you're ready, inhale, lift the left leg. Keep it facing the mat, so again, we're not turning that hip out. Weight is nice and even between the hands. When you're ready, rolling forward to that one-legged plank. Keep the foot grounded if the one-legged planks are too much. Inhale, taking it back. Exhale, forward into your plank. And again, taking that leg up. On the exhale, left foot drives to the front. So if it comes halfway, you're normal. Grab the leg, pull it to the front. Turn that right heel in. Inhale, side body long, coming into that warrior one or Virabhadrasana one. Tailbone is lengthened. Side body is long. Drishti is ahead or up towards those thumbs again. Take a breath. Maybe drop deeper. When you're ready, heart is going to melt towards that left thigh, arms sweeping up behind you. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, straight into that warrior two, peeling that right shoulder behind. Shoulders are strong and arms are expanding. Imagine you're being pulled in each direction. On your exhale, forearm to the thigh, your hand can come to the mat. Right side is going to find that extension. Focus more on creating this line than dropping that hand to the mat. Keep expanding, keep breathing, inhale. On the exhale, we're going to circle that right hand to the mat. Right heel is going to unplug, left side is twisting. Gazing towards your left thumb, take a breath. Left hand to meet your right. We're going to step this one forward, right foot to the front. Inhale, up we rise. On the exhale, we're going to bend the knees and come into our chair pose. Feel free to wiggle, wake the feet up. Inhale up to standing. If you like back bends, feel free to add one at the top. Exhale, hands to the heart space. Taking 5 breaths in your Tadasana. 1. Exhale, grounding into those feet. 4 more. At your own pace, and then we're going to start to add to these layers. So that's our basic layer. We're going to add to that. We're going to find some longer holds, a bit more endurance in the poses, and you'll feel the strength come in, I'm sure. So once you've taken that last breath, get ready to flow again. On your inhale, reaching the arms up. On the exhale, coming into your forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen the spine, peeling the chest forward so that the head isn't still hanging. As we exhale, navel to spine, hands to mat, step or jump back. If you're stepping, alternate which leg you lead with. Chaturanga, or you could lift straight into downward dog. Cobra or upward facing dog now. Tuck the toes and lift those hips back into that downward dog. Nice big breath in. Let your belly relax. Let your ribs expand to receive the breath. As you exhale, navel to spine and get rid of all of that air. Then we're back to this right side. On the inhale, right leg floats. Forwards to that one-legged plank, strong in the shoulders. Inhale, right leg long. Exhale, into your plank. Inhale, 3-legged dog. Exhale, warrior one to the front. Left heel turns in. Inhale to rise up. Find your focal point. Align your spine, long in the tailbone, ribs drawing back, heart lifting. Inhale. Can we go a little bit deeper on the exhale? We can always change our mind if we give it a try. We're like, oh, actually, no, thank you. And another breath here. Let the belly receive all of that breath. And on the exhale, we're going to drop that chest towards the thigh, arms sweep behind. Inhale, up we come. Exhale, warrior two. Chest open, inner thighs open. Just watch out for that right knee, turn it in towards the midline. You're going to turn that knee out towards your big toe. From here, get ready, extended side angle. So forearm to thigh, or maybe hand comes down to the inside of the foot, pressing to a block if you have one. Left side opens into that lovely side stretch. Circle the left hand to the mat. Left heel unplugs. Right side twist again. Now we're going to add our next layered pose, which is going to be your standing splits. You have several options. Bring the right hand down to frame the foot, and you can use the hands and the foot as the foundation. You can use your brick to bring the floor closer to you to press into. If you're challenging your balance, grab a hold of that right ankle. Give all the weight to that right leg, left leg floats up. So your hands can be at the ankle, they can be at the mat. Imagine this is my block. They can be on my block, pressing into there instead. Holding here, that left hip turning in. Left leg is long, glutes are on. Staying for 3 more. 1, 2, big breaths. And on the exhale, that's when we're going to see if we can go a little bit deeper. Last one. Then we're going to micro bend into your right knee. Left foot meets your right, arms extend back into your chair. Inhale, coming up, add a little back bend. Exhale, coming into your forward fold. Inhale, your halfway lift, shoulders draw back. Exhale, hands to mat, step or jumping it back to that plank pose. Chaturanga or downward dog. Into your choice of back bend, glutes are on, heart is open. Tap the toes, downward dog. Inhale, lift the left leg. Slowly forwards to your plank. And inhale back into that 3-legged dog. Into your plank. So you should start to be warming up now. I am for sure. And extend. On the exhale, left foot to the front, right heel turns in. Inhale, finding that warrior one. So nice, strong focus, whether that's ahead or above you is your choice. Focus, breathe, inhale. If there's space, maybe we're going to go a little bit deeper. When you're ready, on an out breath, drop the chest towards that left thigh. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, open into your warrior two. Draw the shoulder blades towards one another, but don't pinch them. Just to create broadness across the front of your chest. On your exhale, find that extended side angle. Right side is long, extending. Pressing into the right foot, inner thighs are hugging in, and that right side is getting longer and longer at every opportunity. Circle the right hand to the mat. Left side twists open. And now left hand to the mat, to your brick, to your left ankle. All the weight presses into that left leg, right leg floats up. Try not to bunny hop off of it, but use the strength and power that you've got in that left leg of yours. Inhale, let's lift a little bit away of the leg. Exhale, maybe we tuck in, staying for another. Get ready, bend the left knee. Right foot into chair. Inhale up to standing. And exhale for your forward fold. Let's ready to add layer 3. Inhale halfway. Exhale, hands to mat. Step or jump to plank. Chaturanga or downward facing dog. I'm not going to keep saying that, but you know the deal now. Tuck the toes back into that down dog. I probably will say it again. From here, let's draw a lovely big breath in. Pull all that energy in and sigh it out. Get ready to add our next layer. So we're going to continue with our balance. Right side is going to lift on the inhale. Slowly forwards to your plank. Arms, shoulders strong. Navel to spine. 3-legged dog. 1-legged plank on the exhale. Inhale, take it back. Right leg steps to the front. Left heel turns in. Root down, rise up. Warrior one. On the exhale, heart melts towards that right thigh. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale into your warrior two. Straight into your extended side angle, forearm to thigh or hand down to the mat. Left side is super long and strong. Watch out, make sure we're not dumping into that right shoulder. Give that side of the neck space. When you're ready, circle the left hand to the mat. Left heel unplugs, right side twist. Twisting from that navel, and then hand coming down to frame the foot to find your brick or to grab that ankle. Left leg rises up. Option to stay in your standing split, or if we're continuing that progression, we're going to lift the chest now. Let's take it to our warrior three. So that left leg is still turned in at the hip. Right leg really working for you now, and then you could keep your hands to your hips, you could bring them to the heart, or you can find a lovely extension if you want to create a little bit more heat in your body. Holding this warrior three now. We've got 3 more breaths. Inhale 1. Left leg can be pointed or flexed. I like a flexed foot, it depends what mood I'm in. 1 more breath. Then we're going to bend that right knee, left foot joins to meet your right, back into your chair. Inhale coming up. Exhale for the forward fold. Inhale your halfway lift, create space. Exhale, hands to the mat, step or jump it back. Flowing down to the mat for your chaturanga into cobra or upward dog, or lifting those hips back into the downward facing dog. If your top lip's not getting a little bit warm now, what are you doing? So when you're ready, left side, inhale, lift the left leg. Slowly bring it forward to your plank. Hips high, 3-legged dog. Hips low, 1-legged plank. And again, pressing away, start to build heat. And then left foot to the front, right heel in, warrior 1. On the exhale, chest drops towards that left thigh. Inhale, warrior 1, straight into your warrior 2, heart open. Shoulders descending down away from your ears, crown lifting. On the exhale, forearm to thigh. Find that extended side angle, lift the chest. And then sweep that right hand to the mat. Right heel unplugs, left side twist. As we twist, stay pressing up through the back of that right thigh rather than letting it do its own little thing. Left hand to the mat, block or ankle. Right leg in for your standing splits. Find balance here. So again, we could be using our brick here. There's no shame in using props. I wish more people would. On the inhale, chest is going to rise up. Long in the body, crown of the head drawing forwards, hands to hips, hands to heart, or find that full extension into your warrior 3. Holding it, 3 more breaths. 1, 2. Let's wait for that 3rd. Really expand in that last exhale. Bend the left knee, right foot to chair. Inhale up to standing. And exhale, take a bow into your fold. We're going to take the peace fingers to the big toes. We're going to bend the elbows. We're going to tuck chest to thigh. And elbows are going to wrap in towards your shins. Stay in here. Nice big inhale. Nice slow controlled exhale. Let's bring that breath down. I've got 1 more layer to go. And then you are done. Get that breath back. If you find you're in more of a breath now, then I want you to inhale through your nose for a count of 4 and exhale through your nose for a count of 6. And you can stay in that forward fold. You can come up to standing just to reconnect to that breath if you need to. Breath is key. Once that's lost, we need to find that reconnection, and sometimes it's easily lost in this type of flow. So hopefully we're starting to build a bit more strength, a bit more endurance, and then this last layer is going to be about that more endurance side of things. The same flow, we're just going to hold it a little bit longer. When you're ready, you should either be in the fold or to stand in. You're going to come back to your fold, step or jump it back. Chaturanga into your back bend of choice. Tuck the toes, hips high, back into that down dog. Side body nice and long. Now, if you want to add to this, we can. Right leg is going to lift. You can keep it as you have done, or we can bend the knee like a scorpion tail. The hip isn't turning out, so that right hip stays facing the mat. As you come forwards to plank with your scorpion foot, lift the head as if you're trying to get it to touch the toes. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, one-legged plank or your scorpion plank. And back again. And once more, we're going to find a little hold. 3, 2, 1. Send that leg back. Exhale, step it to the front. Left heel down. Last warrior one on this right side. So chest is forward, heart is lifted, tailbone is long, and you've got a nice strong focal point. Whenever you come into your warriors, try and embody that warrior stance. How would you project yourself if you were a warrior going into battle? Whenever I'm coming into my warriors, I try and embrace that kind of energy. So I'd be strong in my feet. I'd root down so that my enemy couldn't come and knock me over. And then I'd rise up to make myself tall, big and strong. On the exhale, chest melts towards that right thigh. Inhale, up we come. Warrior 2, right arm forward, left arm behind you, holding that warrior now. Chest open. Gaze is fierce and directly ahead of you. Exhale, maybe drop a little deeper into those hips if there's space. Don't force it if there isn't. 3 more rounds. 1. 2. Last one. Maybe can we get a bit more out of here? On the exhale, forearm to thigh or hand down to the mat on the inside of that right foot, or maybe using a block. Extend that left side. Watch out for this right shoulder. Maybe dropping the hips a little bit more. Really plug into the outside edge of your back foot. Keep extending through that ring finger, shifting the gaze up. 3. 2, make sure we don't melt into the shoulder. And on that last exhale, circle the left hand down to your mat. Unplug your left heel. Right side twist, holding the twist. Inhale, big belly breath. On the exhale, navel to spine. Can you find more rotation? Just 2 more breaths here, guys. 1. 2, on the exhale, hands come down. You know what to do, either framing that foot, using your block or grabbing your ankle. Left leg floats up for that warrior, no it's not warrior 3, you're standing splits, that's where we're going next. So left leg is currently long and extending. We're bringing the chest towards this right thigh. Just 2 more breaths now. 1. 2, ready to take it to that last hold for this right side of the body. Inhale, up you come, finding your warrior 3. Find your extension, side body long, starting to feel that heat in the body if you haven't already. Keep extending, keep reaching. Imagine you've got a magnet on the back of your body, drawing yourself up towards that ceiling. 3, 2, full breaths, don't shallow them to get it done quicker. Last one. Bend into that right knee. Left foot meets right, back into chair. Exhale for your forward fold. Step or jump it back straight to chaturanga or to your downward dog. And into your back bend. Tuck the toes back into down dog. Hold it here. Nice big breath in. You're nearly there. Last side to do. Think of that strength, that endurance, that determination. But it also cultivates so much more than that. When we can build that strength and stamina on the mat, we then leave the mat being like, all right, where else can I go strong? Where else can I build this endurance? And we can take what we learn on the mat into our everyday to-day life. Are you ready? Last side to go. On the inhale, left leg comes up. Either keeping that leg long or bending the knee, coming for that scorpion plank instead. Inhale, extend the leg, extend the arms. Exhale, come into that plank toes as if they're coming towards the back of the head. Once more, extend. And scorpion, step that left foot straight to the front. Right heel turns in. Warrior one on that left side. So press it into the feet. Inner thighs drawing in. Side body long, tailbone long. Nice strong fierce gaze again, whether that's ahead or above your crown. Staying for 3 more. 1. If you feel that right knee is dipping, make sure you've got that glute switched on. If it's switched off, it's going to want to dip and the heel will lift. 1 more breath. On the exhale, let's drop the chest towards that left thigh. Inhale, warrior one, and exhale, warrior two. Crown, shoulders, hips, inner thighs drawing in, arms expanding out. So it's like the arms and the legs doing 2 completely different things. Your focal point, 3, 2. Make sure it's coming all the way down into the belly. We're not shallow breathing. Last 1. Find that extended side angle. Forearm to thigh. Right side nice and long. Lifting away from that left shoulder. Chest expanding forward and up. Tailbone nice and long. 3, 2. Last 1. On the exhale, that right hand coming to the mat. Right heel unplugs, left side into your twist. Keep twisting, rotating from your waist here. Keep pressing up to the back of that right thigh for a lovely juicy stretch. 3. Watch that we're not collapsing into this right shoulder now. You can use your block here if you haven't been already. 2. Get prepared for your standing split. Left hand to the mat, to the block or the ankle. Right leg floats up, right hip stays facing the mat. Chest melts towards that left thigh. Inhale, extend that back leg. Exhale, chest melts. 2 more rounds. 1. And 2. Ready for that last hold. Lifting the chest. Open up into that fierce, strong warrior 3. Side body long, chest open. Gaze between the hands, not down. It makes it so much heavier. 3 more rounds, guys, and we're nearly there. 1, 2. Waiting for that 3rd. And then bending into that left knee. Right foot meets to chair. Chest open some more. Let's hold it here. Don't hold the breath. And then we might as well let those hips slide back. Chest drops. Arms still reaching forward into that half chair. Inhale. And exhale. Melt into your forward fold. Let the shoulders have a little bit of a shake out. Nice big breath in through your nose. And a sigh out. Well done, guys. When you're ready, you're just going to pop yourself down. Whether that be on your bottom and you want to stay seated. If you're in a rush, take a seat. Connect to your breath that way for a few moments or even just a few breaths if you're strapped for time. If you've got an extra couple of minutes, we're going to come on down. We're going to bring the knees into the chest. Give yourself a big hug. Tell yourself a big fat well done. Well done for moving my body and connecting to myself. Big breath. As we exhale, let's just round in, even deep, that squeeze, that hug in. And then inhale, let's stretch out. Arms long, legs long. Take the feet out nice and wide. Let the inner toes, I don't have any of those, do you? Let the toes turn outwards and let the arms come down to the side of the body. Palms are facing open, shoulders away from your ears. Inhale. Fill up the lungs. Hold that breath in. Hold it for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Sigh out. And just allow yourself to be heavy on the mat. Maybe feeling the sweat in your body. If you didn't get sweaty, let me know. Maybe you're listening to the sensations within your body now. Maybe you're following the sound of the breath. But always know that this resting part is absolutely necessary. It's not a waste of time. Couldn't be doing something else at this stage. Your body needs this part of the practice just as much as it needs the movement. So just allow yourself a few moments of peace and quiet. Now ideally you've got a little bit longer, in which case maybe stay. But if we do have to get back to it, we're going to just let the feet move, the hands, maybe yawn or stretch or sigh, or even just lick the lips and swallow to release the muscles in the back of your throat. Then we're going to bend the knees, and you could either just stay here for a moment or we can roll ourselves over to one side. Just taking another little pause before we continue the rest of our day. Then either pressing up from the side position or rolling yourself up and back to seated. One last nice deep inhalation as we exhale, folding those palms into the heart space. If you wish, maybe bowing the chin in towards the heart to close completely. Thank you for sharing your time with me, your practice with me. Thank you very much.